She's taken the competition climbing scene by storm, and she's taken this route by storm. Allowed 40 seconds at the bottom. Doesn't need it.
Nope.
Firing up here.
She's definitely one of the more aggressive climbers.
Very unusual to see a climber just come out and fire straight up it, but that's how she rolls.
It obviously works.
It obviously works. Absolutely.
She's also very nice. I secretly get super excited every time she likes my Instagram pictures.
She's never liked one of my Instagram pictures. You know what? I'm just flat out jealous. I'm not even going to pretend. Yeah, she's taken the competition climbing scene by storm, it would seem.
Chez les garçons, il y a David Lamain et Adam Andra qui l'ont fait. C'est tout. 5 grimpeurs au monde ont réalisé cette performance. Quoi dire d'autre, si ce n'est que la chamanisme, que je vais vous demander d'applaudir, c'est la technique et c'est aussi la jeunesse.
Et puis cette année, elle est très attendue parce que l'année dernière, elle s'est un peu testée là, sur le circuit international senior. Et ça a été de belles expériences avec des podiums déjà. Là, c'est vraiment la favorite.
Alors j'aime bien le test de l'année dernière.
So Janja absolutely flying up this route, approaching the steepest section already.
Toutes les compètes de la saison, mis en bloc, en difficulté.
Alors là, elle part cette année, tu disais que sur la
Well, Anneke Verhoeven, who topped the route, was incredibly composed and controlled throughout. Janja Garnbret, it's as if she's going to war. Just battling the route, straight up it. Finally takes a rest.
JaJan was a full minute behind her at this point.
She was, yeah. When you think they've only covered around half the wall at that stage, it's an extraordinary difference in speed.
Parce qu'on a pu voir, on sait déjà les performances qu'a réalisé cette jeune américaine d'origine japonaise. L'année dernière au championnat du monde jeune, on a pu déjà les comparer sur les mêmes voies. C'était violent. Et elles étaient représentées puisque
no problem so far.
la voie finale. Donc on est vraiment impatient de voir ce que ça va donner.
Alors là, ça va être intéressant aussi parce qu'elle est quand même plus grande en taille. Janja Garnbret, de voir le passage. On a vu que les autres qui allaient en dynamique, pied dans le vide. On a vu Kinley maîtriser son corps et passer.
Just taking a really prolonged rest here. She fired up that lower section of the route.
Aussi, en dehors de toute sa technique impressionnante, c'est son déchiffrage de la voie. Elle a
Just a bit of trivia for you. Can confirm that Jane Kim is 153 centimetres, which to an English person like myself means absolutely nothing.
I have no idea.
Of course, Americans are fellow users of feet. That's pretty much 5 foot flat, I'm told.
My guess is right.
Elle avait sorti la voie de finale l'année dernière comme Mina Markovic, mais elle était en rétro-procédure sur les qualifications
really good.
féminines, donc elle avait terminé deuxième.
She really is.
On va voir si la
The pace has slowed a bit. The rate she fired up that lower section is extraordinary, but she's really slowed it down. Remember, she's only 17. It's not out of the question that she just miscalculated her speed. It just won't be as experienced as some of these athletes, or perhaps she just wanted to get the relatively easier lower section done. Had plenty of time and energy left for the top section. We don't know, but pace has slowed slightly. There we see her. That's the final quick draw before the top that you can see in your shot there, at the top of our spotlight.
Regardez l'allonge de Janja Garnbret, elle a le physique complètement de la grimpeuse de type, François.
Ouais, elle est bien, mais elle est quand même un petit peu moins relâchée que...
She's having a really good shakeout before this final section, Janja.
Encore différent de Kim aussi, hein. Son petit copain, hein, ça sera bon aussi pour l'avenir des deux.
Looks like some chalk in her eyes.
Le numéro 1 slovène, donc là.
Yeah, the wind again has picked up. You can see her hair blowing around. You see the chalk flying off when she blows her hands.
Allez, on va la pousser, s'il vous plaît, le public, Jania. Elle va nous la faire, cette voix, elle va nous la tomber. Là, merci Didgelas pour toutes ces belles musiques. Et là, les cheveux au vent, parce que la météo est pas franchement facile pour son passage. Tous les éléments ont l'air de se
Here she
déchaîner.
goes, launching herself onto the top section. 17-year-old, never won a World Cup. What a statement this would be. Feet's just slipped, just needs to compose herself. Feet slip again, but she hangs on. Jane Kim got this far but wasn't able to top the route. It's certainly not in the bag just yet. Yanya Gambray, just compose yourself. Needs to keep her cool. As I say, we've seen Jane Kim get this far and not make it. We saw Anik Verhoeven get this far and make it comfortably. So it can be done. The route has been topped this evening.
Here we go.
I think Yanya's got this in the bag. 17-year-old Yanya Gambray
She goes.
tops the route. And look at what it means to her.
Walks up and pulls on the wall. The current unofficial 2017 lead world champion starts her semi-final in Kran. Like I said, she's never won here. Maybe this is her year.
I think this is her big wish to win also in front of the home crowd here in Kran.
It doesn't look like Mina Markovic is going to make it all that easy for her
Yeah,
after that climb.
Yeah, it's you know, it's individual sport, so you want to do your best. Oh, and now Doman and Yanya are climbing at the same time.
So this is really good for the home crowd, and most of the home crowd has moved right to the front of the auditorium now to get a better view. We've got Slovenia on the right, Slovenia on the left. Doman Skofic has joined the competition. Current world champion on the right. Last year's world champion on the left. You don't get much better than this, do you?
That's true, yeah.
Doman's had quite a tough season, I think, but he seems to have got back into his stride a little bit, and is starting to look better again on the routes. Yeah,
I think he's right again. Yeah.
Okay, so Anik Verhoeven,
Thank you.
how you doing?
I'm great.
Are you happy with that?
Yes, really glad I've topped the route.
Yeah.
I've heard that JaJan and Mina have done the same, so yeah, it's always nice if you're able to do what they have done.
Yeah, well, we waited half of the field to anybody to really get past that volume on the lip
Oh wow.
of the route there.
Okay.
How did you find that move?
Well, the route was really hard. Like, it was technical climbing. Of course, it was physical as well, but you had to think and be really careful and focused while climbing. So
Okay, yeah.
yes, it was hard.
Yeah.
I'm not that surprised that others have had difficulties with it. I think it was like that for everyone.
Cool. Well done. We're going to see you again tomorrow evening in the final.
Yes,
For
yeah.
a good
I'm
fight.
happy with that. Thank you.
Nice one. Well done. Thank you very much.
See you.
Bye-bye. Now both of us commentators here, myself, Gaz Parry and Anjay, have just sat back in the chairs, almost just to relax and watch this spectacle. of Janja Gambret.
Janja did the crux move from the volume to the next hole, and now I think it's quite safe climbing for her to the top.
Never say never.
That's true, that's true. She still has to.
But whatever happens now,
moves.
she's in the final.
Yeah, and that's important.
But we are seeing one of the best climbers that the international climbing scene has ever seen in Janja Gambret on the wall at the minute. Being very comfortable. She's won 8 golds this season. Nobody else has ever done that before. Is she going to be adding a 9th to her tally this weekend? We shall see. If I'm in the crowd, I don't know who to be watching at the minute. We've got Janja on cruise mode. Domen, obviously to the left-hand side, trying super hard.
I would choose Domen now.
One more move for Janja.
Come on, Janja.
That's it, top in her hand. Needs to put that rope in the clip.
Then tried to grab back at the black volume, but by then it was too late.
I'm real sorry for Anak. She's one of the nicest, the most humble person you'll ever meet at the World Cups, and so incredibly strong that not making podium is always a bit frustrating for her. I had the honor to climb on rock with Anak one day this year, and she burned me off on an 80 plus route. She's so incredibly strong that really changed my view of women World Cup climbing. I'm sure many men would struggle on the finals route, and I'm sure the strongest women could do really well on the men's routes as well. Maybe not win the World Cup, but like Janja beat me in training so often, even in bouldering, that I wouldn't be surprised if she actually made finals at the men's World Cup.
Well, it's interesting. We were actually having this discussion over a beer last night. What would happen if you let Anak, Jane, and Janja loose on the men's final route? It's an open question. It would be interesting. They're at that level.
Well, I think height definitely plays a key role. So I think for Jane it might be even harder than for Janja. But I just love to see it.
You never know. There might be some competition organizer out there thinking about a mixed comp. You never know. Be interesting to see.
I'm definitely not going to enter this comp if Janja is invited.
She's been something of a phenomenon. She actually, you might have noticed earlier on, she was limping slightly in the semi-final, and I spoke to her afterwards, and she actually banged her heel quite badly, bruised it slightly, just walking around the other day, nothing dramatic, and she was having a bit of pain from it, but she said it doesn't hurt when she's climbing. It doesn't affect her, but you see her walking, she might have a slight limp, just whacked her heel. It's that heel there, so it's obviously not causing too many problems. Looking in control as you'd expect at this stage. She'll be well aware, I'm sure, as you say, she had to grab her rock boots quickly. Anak probably fell lower than expected. Yeah, and you're in control in the overall standings, but can't actually clinch it today after Jane Kim's performance, because Jane is guaranteed to be, well, at least second. A podium from Jane or Anak would have kept it going. So Janja can't take the overall title today, but you'd have to say she's in a pretty strong position to do so next week in Xiamen. We shall see. Relying on a good performance here, she doesn't have many bad performances.
We have to keep an eye on the clock, as she has to top the route or fall on the last move in order to come away with a victory. But she looks alright with 3 minutes left.
course, won 2 weeks ago in Edinburgh. Extraordinary finish. She was climbing, she got timed out while she was climbing, and the judges had to go back and see where she was when she timed out. It was an amazing finish.
She got a bit lucky 2 weeks ago. She rested for so long, although she must have known that time's running out, and then she just made the last last move she needed to win.
As that move, we saw quite a few climbers fall on, including Akira Noguchi earlier on. Doesn't trouble Janja too much. Yeah, it was interesting in Edinburgh. Everyone was shouting at her to keep moving, and I don't think she realised what they were shouting. Probably the Scottish accent, and yeah, slowed right down. She's into the pink volume and up onto the round pink ball, so she'll guaranteed at least second.
Oh, she used the heel hook on the big pink volume, making the move look much easier compared to JaJan, even having quite a bit of a rest.
As you said, time could have been a factor actually. But she flew through that steep section, and now she chooses to take another rest. I've no doubt she's aware how much time's left. 1:30, and not that many moves to do. Are we about to see a top? It would be a clean sweep for Janja Garnbret of all the both the qualifying routes and the semi-final route and the final, if she can do it. Jane Kim will be watching anxiously. Can she claim a second World Cup win of the year? She's done all she can do. It's up to Janja Garnbret. It so often is.
Looks a bit more relaxed than JaJan.
So Janja Garnbret, 50 seconds to go. Swings her feet out right, gets it first time. Levers her body onto that right foot. She's got plenty of time here, 40 seconds to figure out these final couple of moves. The top hole is just out of the shot. There it is.
No, she has 30 minutes to get a plus from the second to last hold. Hopefully she doesn't time out while resting.
Don't make that mistake again, Janja. 20 seconds to go. Needs to go for this, actually. Lines it up. Janja Garnbret for the top. You'd expect nothing less. Top both qualifying routes, top the semi.